Hey everybody, I'm Bodhi. Welcome back to our 30-day Qigong challenge. Now today is day 5 of our challenge, and today is all about Qigong for core flexibility. Now as always, if you haven't already, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Now when we're looking at a Qigong program, we want to be making sure we're incorporating lots of different facets, from flexibility, range of motion, muscular stability or strength, energetic stimulation, and of course never forgetting any internal conditions that we may have. And this week we've been looking at flexibility movements to incorporate into the program. And we started with all our head and neck, then we did some for shoulders and arms, and today we're going to be working on the core. So let's get into action. We're going to ease on down to all fours, and if you have a mat, this is great, or on the carpet, no problem. And if you have issues with your wrists, you can always roll up a little blanket or a towel to give yourself a little bit of cushioning on the wrist, or you can hold your wrist in a sort of a punching position, a fist position. But if you can, just gently, we're going to come on down to all fours, relaxing so our hands are shoulder width apart and our knees are shoulder width apart in a nice controlled position, a nice relaxed tabletop position. So, how we're going to begin here. We're going to begin with just some nice, easy cleansing breaths. So, from here, in through the nose, allow your belly to relax out, breathing in. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in. In 2. And out. In 3, belly out. Breathe out, belly in. In 4. And out. And 5. And out. Now this alone, just with this extended diaphragmatic breath, is going to wake up some of those core muscles that we're going to be doing a little bit of flexibility work on. So, starting in our first position, we're going to gently round the back. We're going to pull our head and hips together. We're going to press our middle back nice and high to the sky. Now, this is very safe position. Even if you have issues with your discs or vertebra, this is a controlled, what's called a closed chain position. So you're very safe here. Just gently pressing up, getting a very gentle stretch. Deep breath in and out. In 2, and out, all the time, lifting the middle back high to the sky. In 3, and out. In 4, and out. In 5, and out. Beautiful. Relax the body back down to straight. Next, we're going to gently take the body into an extension. And now we're not forcing into extension at all. All we're doing is allowing our lower back to relax. And we're going to gently look up. So this is a very, very minimal stretch. Just gently taking the body into extension. Absolutely no pressure here at all. You just let the body relax, let gravity do all the work, and you focus on your belly. Deep breath in, belly out. Breathe out, belly in. No pressure at all. In 2. And out. In 3. Totally relaxed. In 4. And out. And in 5. And out. Beautiful. Tip the body back to straight. Now, we're going to bring our feet off the left side of the mat, and we're going to look over our left shoulder. And we're basically going to try to see our left hip. And what we're going to do is we're going to push our right shoulder forward towards the head of our mat, and we're going to pull our left shoulder back, so we're tipping the upper body to the left. Now, certain people will have issues with lateral flexion. If that's the case, all you're going to do is actually just squeeze your left side. You're just going to squeeze the obliques on the left side, which will give you a very gentle stretch on the opposite, the antagonist side, the right side. But if you can, if you have no contraindications, then I want you to toes off the left side, look over the left shoulder, push the right shoulder forward, pull the left shoulder back, and we're going to squeeze the left side, the obliques on the left side nice and tightly. So we're getting that opposite effect of contracting one side, so we stretch the other. So take a deep breath in and squeeze the left side tight. In 2. And squeeze. In 3. And squeeze. In 4. And squeeze. And in 5. And squeeze. Good, gently tipping her back to straight. Now let's do the same thing on the right side. So toes off the right side of the mat, looking over the right shoulder. So left shoulder, you're going to push forward. Right shoulder, you're going to pull back. So you're tipping your body to that right side. And once again, if you have issues that you cannot do lateral flexion, just squeeze the right side of the obliques nice and tight. But if you can, once again, Qigong shouldn't be harming you, right? So use whatever ranges you can. Even a gentle contraction is more than enough to stimulate the stretch in that antagonist or opposite side, which is going to be the left side now. So we're going to bring the shoulder to the hip and the hip to the shoulder, squeezing that right side as tightly as you can. Deep breath in. And squeeze the right side tight. In 2. And squeeze. In 3. And squeeze. In 4. Squeeze. And in 5. Squeeze. Beautiful. Gently tip her back to straight. Now, toes are together. Spread your knees as wide as your mat, or just slightly wider than shoulder width if you're just on the ground. We're going to sit back and we're going to stretch our hands out. Basically from a yoga position, we're looking at child's pose. But what we're going to do is we're going to use our hands to push back, pushing our hips into our heels, stretching out that lower back. So take a deep breath in and push back. In 2. And push. In 3. And push. In 4. Push. And in 5. Push. Good, gently lift it back up to straight. Now we're going to gently lower the body flat down onto the tummy. And for most people, you're going to come down to your elbows. So your elbows are directly beneath your shoulder, and you're just going to relax right here in this extension. So we're just taking the back into a slight extension. Now for those who have severe degeneration, or if they have facet issues, if they have nerve impingement in the lower back, then you want to make sure that you limit the range, and a little bit of stretch is better than none. Don't be afraid to get some movement though. We get really hampered by this whole thing that we cannot do any flexion or extension. We need to do controlled flexion and extension because we need to maintain the maneuverability of the body. Otherwise, we get all kinds of problems because of lack of range of motion. And next week, we're going to be talking a lot about that, about mobility. Today, we're just doing static stretch. So we're going to get a little gentle stretch and flexibility work through our body. Now, if you have no issues in your lower back, then you may want to place your hands beside your chest and press right up and allow your body to fully stretch. So you actually, for full range, your hips should actually touch the ground and you should be able to extend your arms fully for full stretch in the lower back. But once again, if you have any issues, absolutely fine to stay here on your elbows and just allow that gentle, gentle stretch, just getting a little bit of extended range of motion. But if you can't, let's move up here. Either way, we're going to do 5 breaths. So take a deep breath in and relax. In 2, and relax. In 3, and relax. In 4, and relax. And in 5, and relax. Good, gently relax your body back down. Now, we're going to slowly roll over onto our back. Let me just adjust my mic back here on the side of my hip. And we're going to gently move over to our back, relaxing flat on down. Now, we're going to bend the knees just to a comfortable position. You don't have to worry about how close or how far you are from your upper body. And what we're going to do is we are going to basically shift our hips 2 inches to the left. And we're going to tighten our tummy and we're going to lift our knees up and we're going to allow our knees to gently roll to the right. And our left hand, we're going to keep it bent at 90 degrees and we're going to allow that to fall back to the left. And I want you to look, your eyes, I want you to connect your eyes to your left thumb over there on the side. And we're going to gently look at that left thumb and allow gravity to do all the work here, no pressure. So take a deep breath in. And relax. In 2. And relax. In 3. Relax. In 4. Relax. And in 5. And relax. Good, tummy tight once again. Let's roll it back to straight. Now, for some of these rotational positions, people may have limitation that they can't do it. And so you may be worried about putting pressure on your lower back. And so in that case, once again, you could just have the arm up and just tip the body just a tiny bit to the opposite way. Just so once again, we get a gentle little stretch here. So we don't have to roll all the way over. Just a little bit of movement in the opposite direction. Just a great way to open up the side, internal and external obliques, the TFL, all the muscles running on the side of the body that may be causing some dysfunction because of too much tightness. Absolutely. But for those who can, and once again, at your own discretion, check with your own health provider that is taking care of you, making sure that it's okay for you. But if you can, shift the hips 2 inches to the right, tummy tight, bring the knees up, and rolling over. Oh, let me just adjust the mic once again. We're going to roll all the way over. The right hand is going to be on the floor, bent at 90 degrees, and we're going to be looking at that right thumb. So, nice and relaxed here, no pressure. Deep breath in. And relax. In 2. And relax. In 3. And relax. In 4. And relax. And in 5. Relax. Beautiful. Gently tip it back to straight. And to finish off, we're just going to give a little gentle stretch once again to the lower back. We're going to bring the knees in. We're going to cross the feet and just clasping around your knees. You don't have to pull in too tight. Just a little gentle tuck in. Just giving a little stretch through the hip into the lower back so we can release and relax that lower back. Take a deep breath in. And gently pull in. In 2. Relax. In 3. Relax. In 4. Relax. And in 5. Relax. Very well done. Gently ease on up slowly. We'll come back up to a seated position. So a very, very simple way that we can loosen up and increase a little bit of flexibility through the entire core. Now we think of the core, we tend to think of the abs, but remember the internal, external obliques, the sides of the tummy, the sides of the back, the QLs, the paraspinals, the erector muscles. Our core is really all the way around, and when we want flexibility on all sides, 360 degrees around us. So remember, when you're looking at flexibility of the core, you want to think of the entire circle. Give it a try, guys. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed day 5. Stick around, day 6 is coming up. Remember, share this video with your friends, your family, anybody who needs a little bit more flexibility through their core. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.